Tonight, University of Maryland police are investigating two cases of so-called hate bias on campus, specifically anti-Semitic and anti-LGBTQ drawings and comments. WJZ is live. George Solis has the details on the story that has students talking.
Yeah, Mary, frankly, talking out of sheer disgust. Now, keep in mind that a lot of students just finishing with orientations where they found out that this sort of behavior is not tolerated on campus. All the more reason campus police is actively investigating to find the person or persons responsible. A campus left speechless and disappointed.
Honestly, I'm disgusted that something like that would ever happen here because we're such a melting pot of different people.
University of Maryland freshman Fiona Palumbo lives at La Plata Hall, one of two on-campus student housing buildings at the center of a police investigation for hateful messages both drawn and heard inside. Police finding a swastika drawn on a whiteboard inside Palumbo's hall.
I thought it was the most accepting place ever, and there's so many different types of people.
The second case of so-called hate bias reported just before Labor Day, when a student told campus police that anti-LGBTQ comments were found on a couple of whiteboards inside Queen Anne's Hall. There were also comments made reportedly the following night. These students believe the comments may not have been directed at anyone, but still don't condone the behavior.
I don't think the person wrote it in a demeaning way. I think maybe to try and be funny, but obviously that's not funny.
This, of course, not the first time the university has had to investigate what they refer to as hate bias. Last year, former UMD student Sean Urbanski was charged with a hate crime and the murder of Bowie State University student Army 2nd Lieutenant Richard Collins III. Authorities say Urbanski, who investigators found had ties to a white supremacist group called Alt-Right Nation, stabbed Collins at a bus stop. Back in April 2017, a noose was found hanging inside the Phi Kappa Tau fraternity house. And just days before that, these white supremacist flyers were posted around campus. In an op-ed piece written by the university's interim chief diversity officer, she writes in part, quote, "It is important that our community acknowledges these incidents as they happen and make clear they do not reflect the values of our institution." And of course, university police asking anyone with information about these two prior incidents to come forward. Live tonight, George Solis reporting for WJZ.